Steve will walk in as we're getting that ready.
Check the door.
Nobody there. Nobody. Okay. We'll be we're probably recording right now. We're just not showing it. There we go. We're live and we're looking at the PC screen.
Okay, it's live.
We are live.
I'd like to call the Planning Commission meeting Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. Please everyone stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Secretary, can you please call roll?
Avens.
Here.
And Steve Ali is not present. Jacobs.
Here.
Swallow.
Here.
Bob will start. Hopefully.
Okay, and Smolik is here as well. A couple housekeeping notes. If anybody who's not speaking, could you please mute your mic? It will help with some of the feedback. Also, according to the state of Ohio, this is a public meeting. We have advertised on the City of North Ridgeville website that this is going to be a virtual meeting. We are streaming to a YouTube page. Also, a notice went out to all the people surrounding both of these applicants in regards to the meeting as well on the YouTube channel. They will be posting any questions on it, and the secretary will relay the questions back to us. So once again, this is going to be an official meeting, even though we're not in person. Has everybody had a chance to review the meeting minutes from the meeting held on Tuesday, March 10th? Hearing no corrections or objections, I would like to place those minutes on file. See, there was a correspondence that was submitted to the Planning Commission. There was a correspondence from CT Consultants in regards to the Danbury project that was dated April 7th, 2020. There is no old business. Madam Secretary, can you please call the first applicant?
Applicant Ryan Schulteis, Root Development and Construction LLC, 36097 Westminster Avenue, North Ridgeville, Ohio, 44039. Owner, Root Residential Development LLC, 36097 Westminster Avenue, North Ridgeville, Ohio, 44039. Request final plat approval of residential cluster development Harvest Point subdivision phase number 1. Location northeast side of Root Road and south of Lorraine Road in an R1 residence district. Permanent parcel number 07-00-011-103-189.
Okay, obviously I see there's an applicant is here with us. Can you please state your name and address for the record, and please describe your project to the commission?
Sure. So my name is Ryan Schulteis. I work with Root Development and Construction LLC, located in 36097 Westminster Avenue, North Ridgeville. We are requesting final plat approval for phase 1 of our Harvest Point subdivision, located on Root Road, just south of Lorraine.
Okay, thank you. Does any of the members of the commission have any questions or comments for the applicant?
Chairman, it's Bruce.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I have some concerns. When this was originally approved, I remember asking about some site lines from Root Road, as well as trying to alleviate some of the noise. After reviewing the plans, I didn't see anything mentioned on that. And I have to admit, being the councilman for that particular ward, I'm not looking forward to getting phone calls from the future owners about the noise coming from Root Road and whatever else they may come up with, and they will. From Timber Ridge, as it pertains to the turnpike in their backyards and things like that, I understand they knew it was there, but I'm still getting those complaints. And,
Did the applicant catch all that?
is that going to happen, or is that something that's been put by the wayside?
Noise.
Noise coming from Root Road, traffic noise, things like that.
To where?
To the new development, to the houses that line up the Root Road, or the properties.
The concern would be the traffic noise from Root Road for the houses located in the new development, correct?
Yeah, especially those houses that are going to be along Root Road.
Yeah.
The area
Yeah, I mean,
wide, so.
Yeah, the goal, I think our thought was, and I remember this discussion last year when we came to Planning Commission, is putting some mounding along the road, or some trees, some pine trees to potentially dampen that.
Okay, thank you. Does any of the other commission members have any questions or comments? Okay, I, as the chair, have a question. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, yeah, I'm not real excited about the really small lots on that would be the north side of the street. And, yeah, but these are really small, especially width and that type of thing. I'm concerned about that. Give you a little background on me. I grew up in Parma, and those lots are small, and now those homes, they have a hard time selling those homes, and there's lots of turnover in those homes. And I'm worried what the future holds for these homes.
I mean, to respond to that, I mean, we did quite a bit of research, and obviously our business is in North Ridgeville as well. And we've done other developments, cluster type developments, and we find that there's quite a bit of demand for lots like this, for particularly, folks that are a little older that don't want the upkeep of the bigger lots. The ultimate goal with this development is to kind of have some of the smaller lots up front like this, and then, towards the back will be more of the larger lots, more closer to like a third of an acre or so. So phase one, yeah, some of those on the north side are small, but we find that a certain subset of the population do like lots like that just because they don't want to maintain the bigger lots.
You're anticipating that this is not going to necessarily be families, but empty nesters or couples that aren't planning a family?
Yeah, I mean, I think phase one is certainly going to be more geared towards the empty nester population. Whereas, what phase two, which we're working on right now, will be more of the bigger lots, maybe more of the 2-story homes. Not that we won't have 2-story homes on these either, but that would be more geared towards the family. But yeah, this would clearly be marketed more towards the empty nester.
Okay, Michelle, is there possible you could bring up that slide on the lot sizes? Okay. Whoop, you had it. Go one back, go one more. Whoops. There you go. Is it possible to zoom in on that lower left corner? Or maybe not. So the lots in question were basically the ones on the north side that are 65 feet wide. And to my knowledge, those meet code. The question from the chair, the retention basin for this project, I assume it's going to be sized for both phase 1 and for phase 2?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. Do we have any other questions or comments from any of the commission members? Okay, hearing none. Do we have any questions or comments from the administration?
Not from me.
No comment from me.
Okay. Michelle, do we have any comments from the public?
I don't see any right now, but there is about a 20-second delay, so maybe wait to see if anything comes in, but I don't see anything right now.
For the people who are viewing this in the public, if you have a question or comment, please chat, and then we will forward your question or comment to the applicant. We will wait we'll wait about a minute for those comments to come in if there's any comments. Okay, at this time, I don't believe there's any comments from the public. So I'm opening up for a motion.
Mr. Chair, I would move to approve the submission.
Do I have a second? I will second the approval of the plan. Madam Secretary, call roll.
Avens,
Yes.
Jacobs,
Yes.
Swallow,
Yes.
Smolik.
Yes.
Motion to approve passed by vote of 4 yes, 0 no.
Okay. Thank you, Ryan, for your presentation.
Yeah, thank you.
Michelle will be in touch in regards to the actual signed copies. We'll make it up to City Hall to sign them, and then that way you have your official documents.
Okay.
Okay. Madam Secretary, can you please read the second application for tonight?
Applicant, Tony Perez, Lemon Development, 230 Pittsburgh Avenue Northwest, North Canton, Ohio, 44720. Owner, North Ridgeville Senior Living LLC, 821 South Main Street, North Canton, Ohio, 44720. Request, final plan approval for Danbury Senior Living Phase 2. Location, northeast side of Bagley Road in a special development district, permanent parcel number 07-00-011-102-154.
Okay, thank you. I see Mr. Perez is with us. Could you please state your name and address for the record and then tell us a brief description about your project?
Sure. My name's Tony Perez. I'm an owner of Lemon Development, 8230 Pittsburgh Road. Pittsburgh Avenue Northwest, North Canton, Ohio, 44720. We're proposing an extension off our senior living campus on Lorraine and Bagley. We're proposing 26 villas that will be an extension off the assisted living with full amenities. The villas will be 1,343 square foot, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2-car garage. all amenities will include nurse call, housekeeping, and any of the amenities offered in the main senior building.
Okay, thank you. Does any of the commission members have any questions or comments for the applicant?
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead.
question I have, if I'm not mistaken, Danbury received the tax abatement on the original plans, which meant 89 units. I'm just wondering, I guess this is directed more to Tony Morgan. How does this new plan affect that tax abatement?
You know, Mr. Abens, was unaware of their tax abatement. It's something I'll have to look into. I don't know the answer to that at the moment. Perhaps the applicant has some information.
I do not at this time. No, I don't. I guess what would be the question?
Well, I guess the question is being, what is it, 29 units? Versus
26.
26, excuse me, versus 89, that means you're gonna need fewer employees. And I know some of the tax abatement figures in the anticipated number of employees. I'm just wondering how that would be affected on your tax abatement.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a review on a regular basis, so we can check then, and we will keep on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a review coming up May 1st, I believe.
I think that's correct.
Okay, is there any other members of the commission with any questions or comments for the applicant? Okay, as the chair, I have some questions. This one's going to be directed towards the law department. Back in 2017, there was a BZA approval for the 50-foot setback as opposed to 100. Now this project has considerably changed since then. So I was wondering if that BZA approval for that setback still is consistent, or do they have to go back to BZA?
The rule is usually with a BZA approval, those run with the land. So that will stay in place.
Okay, so it doesn't, because the approval was based on what their development plan was at that point in time. So even though the development plan has changed considerably, it still goes with the land regardless of what their intent is?
There has been some consideration given to that, and administratively and via the building department as well, that I believe everybody had input. It was decided that this is it's going to remain with the land.
Okay, well, thank you. That clears that up. My next question is for the applicant. That buffering mound, I assume there's going to be some landscaping on the rear of those like from parcels 9, I guess it would be all the 9 through 26 on the right side. I assume there's going to be some mounding with some like evergreens or some type of buffering.
Yes, there will be. And that will be in our final landscape package. And actually, we're working on that now, but there will be buffering. Yes.
Okay, so there'll be because sublots 9, 10, 11, and 12 back up to the adjacent subdivision. So those people will be protected somewhat.
Yep.
My other question in regards to that buffering mound, the back side of that mound has no drainage. Are you guys going to be putting drainage in?
We can look at it right now. I'm sure that we'll have some type of swale built in, and we will not dump. Obviously, we can't dump water on the adjacent lots. So we'll definitely look at that as well on our final plans to the city engineer.
Okay. And then my last questions in regards to the sidewalk on Bagley. Are you guys going to be putting a sidewalk in along the frontage of this project?
I think it's required from, I think it is required from the city. So I believe so. We did it on the corner piece where the Danbury is. And I think that turned out pretty well, turned out nice. So I think we are required to extend it down in to do so. So.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Is there any questions or comments from the administration?
Not from law.
Not from engineering.
Okay, is the building commissioner with us or no?
I'm here, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, no questions or comments? Okay.
I think the only comment would be that that private drive, we give it some kind of a name for addressing for the emergency services and to be able to put electric meters on those houses. And I believe the applicant's on board with that.
Okay, thank you.
I am.
Okay,
Mr.
Michelle,
Chairman,
I'm sorry, go on.
another question statement. I have to admit, I did drive around your present facility, and a little concern in the back of the facility where you do have your landscaping off, but just east of that landscaping between the homeowner's fences and your landscaping is an area that looks a little distressed. Is that something that you can't touch because it's marsh, or can you tell me the story on that? Because I'm worried about that happening along the new proposal.
Is it on the part of the Danbury side, or is it on this new parcel?
It's on the Danbury side, the present facility.
And who's this speaking?
This is Bruce Stevens, the council liaison.
So we can look at that. I don't exactly know where, obviously, but we can have somebody address that and take a look at it. It could be that it's been, I mean, it was wet. I mean, so,
Yeah,
and obviously we finished the building. Pardon me?
Say it's too wet to do anything.
Okay.
As weather permits, they'll dress it up.
Okay.
Yeah, we still need to go back and do a little bit of cleanup. We just finished this building towards the end of the year. So we do need some exterior cleanup here to do. So we'll look, I'll take a look at it and we'll address it.
I'm sure you're aware the residents on Chesapeake there are somewhat concerned about the noise and site factors.
And you know, from the original plan that we had, which was what, 80 some units, and we've scaled this down to 26 units. Obviously, I think this is an improvement over the overall plan. So.
Okay, thank you. At this time, we're going to hear if there was any questions or comments from the public. If there's any of the public that is watching on the live stream through the YouTube channel, please type in your question at this time and we will forward it to the applicant. I assume, Michelle, at this point in time, we do not have any questions.
We do not.
So we'll wait the 30 seconds for the feed. Okay, at this time, do we have any additional questions or comments from the commission? Okay, so there is no further questions or comments. At this time, I will hear a motion.
Mr. Chair, I would move to approve the application as submitted.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Who is the second?
Jason.
Thank you, Jason. Madam Secretary, please call roll.
Abens,
Yes.
Jacobs,
Yes.
Swallow,
Yes.
Bullock.
Yes.
Motion to approve passed by a vote of 4 yes, 0 no.
Okay, Mr. Perez, at this time, your application is passed. What will happen is once we get the signatures, we'll get you an official copy. So Michelle will let you know when that happens.
Thank you much. Have a good night.
Okay, at this time, is there any other additional business? Hearing none, I'm going to adjourn the Planning Commission meeting for Tuesday, April 14th. Thank you, everybody, for this unique experience doing planning commission this way. Thank you. All right, good night.